Morning, everyone. This price action sucks, for the record. We had some news this morning, right at around 10 a.m. Eastern. Kind of just like threw things off. Yeah, it was the Michigan Consumer Sentiment, 51.54. Sorry, 51 versus 54.5 expected. Previous was 55.2. I guess that was bad. I don't know. Kind of stupid if you ask me, but here we are. We are in. So far today, I think I only took one day trade. It's actually green. Yeah, I took a Tesla call earlier this morning. They went up for like 60%. They went up 70 actually, but I only got the 60%. Then I went with SPY calls and Tesla calls again. Tesla just kept dumping for some reason, and SPY calls are sitting red also, but they're both lottos, so it's Friday. It's not that big of a deal to me right now because my swing trades really played out today. I had the on calls that we took, was it earlier this week on Monday or Tuesday? Those went green. Those were up 25% today. Then I had the dyno calls, which are up like 200%. I remember so many people were complaining about dyno because it was sitting, I think it was sitting red for a little bit, and it ended up playing out nicely. But we had the dyno. Then the big one was TSLL. If you guys remember, TSLL was one I've been holding for like 3 weeks now. I even held it through the Tesla earnings as well. Those were finally in profit today, up 40%. Pins was up 50% today. Still waiting for some, like my Peloton still sitting at break even. My JetBlue calls obviously haven't gotten profit yet. I'm still waiting for Run to play out. Still waiting for Riley to play out. So there's still a few plays that I'm definitely waiting to play out. And yes, I'm fully aware that SPY calls are down. I think Tesla lottos are gonna go to 0. I think we can give Tesla calls another shot though, because I think this whole downtrend is definitely gonna come to a stop here in a second. Yeah, let's try some Tesla calls. We could go for like the 0 DTE 340. They're sitting at like 1.50 right now. These are all lottos, so I don't take any heavy positions on a Friday. Jack is down today, yeah. I'm gonna go for those Tesla calls right now, 340 at like 1.50. These are all lottos. Remember, it's Friday, so we're taking these to have fun. If you guys have any questions or want me to look at certain charts, go ahead and just put it in the chat. It is kind of ridiculous how much Tesla is grinding down. It shouldn't. It should get a bounce here soon. It's really ridiculous. Spy calls might be cooked too. I don't get it. I don't get why that news was that bad. Yeah, the spy calls are all lottos. I think I typed that in. I said lotto. They're all lottos. Everything's a lotto today. I don't take big positions on Fridays. I've learned my lesson. If you want big positions for me, you'll have to come back on Monday or Tuesday. Spy's right back down to testing that previous support. It just can't seem to break like all-time high. Like it keeps wanting to come down. Something's dragging it. I don't understand what it is. I know Nvidia was pretty weak. I know today I think it's a what kind of candle is that? Yeah, Tesla should get a bounce here soon. It's kind of ridiculous. Now that won't do it because as soon as the Michigan, the consumer sentiment came out at, what was it, 7 o'clock for my time? I think it's 10 o'clock Eastern. It just started dropping. I mean, even SPY topped at 10 a.m. Eastern. So it was on that news. I don't see the reason why that news would justify the market pulling back. It does not make sense to me. Wasn't even bad news. I'll take a look at. Somebody asked about CoreWeave. Yeah, I'm gonna take a look at CoreWeave. Are you in CoreWeave calls? Clothing vibes? Nothing too exciting from CoreWeave yet. Not even worth really taking a position. I will say that it's below the opening range, right? So technically bearish. I made a post yesterday about biggest losses on X, like a giveaway for the biggest losses that I saw. Some of these people have crazy losses. This guy lost $227,000 on XYZ calls. That's crazy. Here's another one. This guy lost 116,000 on a Alibaba position. Oh, but his market value was 400 grand. And it could see a bounce here. Actually, that could be a good lotto for today. Here on the pivot. Come back and visit that one in a second. Let's look at Avgo. Avgo also pulling. Avgo's down 5%. J-Lock said he went to the emergency room the other day. I don't know why, but he says he'll be back. Apparently he's got pneumonia or something. take a look at some Annette calls. Oh, actually, never mind. That might not be good. It's falling below the pivot. Yeah, I don't understand. Like, we broke above. So let me pull up SPY chart, right? Oh, biggest loss. uh, oh, that's true because JLock had what 300? Was it 300,000 or something? Yeah, it was like 320,000. That's some crazy losses. See, I'm tempted to go long in the market again, but like, we should have kept going. So we should have had this opening range break, and we should have kept going. The thing is, too, I was going to show you guys the daily. There was a flag, right? This bull flag, a breakout, and then we should have seen a couple good, strong candles, right? And the fact that we didn't get strong candles is kind of concerning. But I don't see any reason why we should be. The market's red today. Does not make sense. I'm gonna try SPY lottos again. SPY calls. We'll go for the 777 though. They're at like 0.52. It's a lotto. I can't justify going short. We'd probably cut SPY if we break through down here. The 777 at 0.46 is where I'm going to get filled. It's really odd. Tesla keeps dropping. It's not even like a... Look at this too. Look at that. This is so ridiculous. So we should be bouncing in this zone, right? We should have actually bounced off of the opening range, but it's like a weird grind down. You asked about the level SPY that I would cut. I mentioned just a second ago where I would cut it, but you have to remember that these are lottos, so I hold these longer. Sometimes even to zero. It's a lotto. Like when I say I'm entering a lotto, I literally mean I'm only entering like 1 or 2 cons for fun. Fridays, I have learned I just play for fun. Like I said, if you want to come back and watch me take serious plays, you have to come back on a Monday or a Tuesday, or just wait for me to enter a swing trade, which is where I make a decent amount of my money anyways. Yeah, I don't see it grinding down all day. I could be wrong, but I just don't see it happening. Well, still going. I think Tesla's playing the biggest role in dragging it down. Nvidia might be as well. Yeah, Nvidia is now dumping as well. Odd. By the way, those Tesla calls from yesterday went up to like 1,000% for me. Do we usually recover from such huge losses? Yeah, all the time. It's easy, it just takes consistency. I'm gonna start managing my swings now. So Peloton hasn't moved, right? I'll come back and check my day trades in a second, but let's look at the actual heavy positions right now. Let's look at, so Peloton is up 2% today and it's back up to break even. For me, what's weird is the price is actually higher than it was when I had originally entered it. So, which is fine. It's just a little bit of theta. But those don't expire till September 18th. So I have more than a month out on those. So the fact that it's sitting back at break even is perfectly fine. Riley is one that I'm a little frustrated with because I was pretty sure this was going to break out from its trendline resistance, right? And it just failed. So that one was really frustrating. We have time for it to play out. These don't expire until September 4th. So I have time for these ones to play out. Also, take into consideration, guys, for the 0 DTEs, we're not even 2 hours in yet, so there's a little bit of time. Dyno calls are good, but I'm already out of those for the most part. I just have runners. But that did end up getting this huge move that we expected after the dip, right? So we got the dip and then took advantage of the run back up. Next up would be a break above the local high right here, which is I think all-time high on Dyno. But we should see this breakthrough. I'll consider going long again for another long position if we break that level. If we don't, then we're actually looking at a possible like a triple top here. That one's I'm just waiting patiently on that one. You have the JetBlue calls, right? That I still do have. That's dipping a little further than I had expected. I got these calls here around $6 for about 23 cents or 33 cents lower. But I have time on those ones as well. Those ones don't expire until September 4th. We could talk about On, which was the other one that I picked up after its earnings dump. I picked it up the day after this really bad candle, right? So I let the IV and everything kind of settle here. I got in here. I think it was around the lower half of that candle. Dipped again. Things were sitting at break even for a little bit. And then today we finally got that big move. I think this is just the beginning of a slow and gradual climb back to fill that opening range. I could be wrong, but it looks really positive. So that's good. I only up 20%. I think I got 25% on those today. I think there's more room up. Pins is the other one that I got in on Wednesday. Pretty sure it was Wednesday. I timed that one pretty well. I got here at the bottom of this candle. Next day we were green, and then obviously today continuing to be green. I think we head up even further. I think that was a dip. I think we'll see something similar to what we saw right here, right? There. There. So probably something similar. I have time for those ones as well. Those ones don't expire until September 18th, which is, again, more than a month. The other position is SPY calls are back to break even again, by the way. For the second entry, not the Tesla ones. Oh, what was the next one I was going to talk about? Oh, AA. AA ended up dipping a lot more than I had expected. I might average down one more time on these. It is a really volatile stock for options trading, so I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden we get a nice green day. But I have until the 21st on these, so if we have a red Monday, I'll probably cut. Yeah, I'll cut if we have a red Monday. I do not understand why Tesla keeps dropping. And no, a flying roadster isn't going to cause the stock to drop. It could honestly just be that it's been on such a strong bounce recently after it dipped below 300 that buyers are just exhausted today. That could honestly be the case. It is really frustrating that the market has not bounced yet. Because even memory is nice and green today, right? Take a look at the heat map. Yeah, I mean, it looks like everything for the most part is pretty much flat still. Even like a lot of Mag 7 is flat right now. You have Nvidia isn't even green anymore, and neither is Apple. And Nvidia flattened back out and is now red, and I think even Apple. The Mag 7's been extremely disappointing recently. Did not help whatsoever in the break over all-time highs. But going back to my swings for AA, I'm still going to hold on to those, and if that has a bad Monday, then I'll cut. It's green today, but have to take into consideration as well that data isn't really helping these. No, I don't have CVS anymore, so I trimmed those on the morning of Tuesday, I think, or it was Monday, and the stop loss always goes to break even, so you always have the trim, then the stop loss at break even moves up, always, every single time, especially for swing plays. On calls now up 30%. My average down on run. CBL September 18th calls. It's actually a nice breakout. Looks more of like a pump though. I don't really trust that. That's going to pull back. What do those options even look like? Oh, they're the $5 increment options. I hate those so much. There's like weird volume on CBL. I'm like trying to figure it out. Let's search X, shall we? Oh, that's a Vultures trade. It's that whole stupid group, like Cobra and Vultures trade. No, definitely not. No, that's stupid. Those are gonna come right back down. I'm sorry. Who was it? Clothing Vibes? No, that was that was from Vulture Trades and Cobra and that group. If you don't know what they do, then maybe I should make a YouTube video on what they do. No, I don't trust that at all. Not in the slightest. Spy calls are green. We'll see if Spy keeps going. He just can't pull a bounce. It's so frustrating. Like, just does not want to bounce, dude. Even Tesla, like Tesla should be bouncing. A potential double bottom on Spy? No, the candles are too close if you're referring to... Wait, which candles are you referring to? Yes, they do like not only that, but I had somebody run their win rates too for Cobra and Vulture. By the time they alert a lot of their stuff, it's already like way too high. Typically. Like the options, the contracts they alert aren't correct. Not only that, but I just don't trust their picks in general. They are great at engagement bait on X. I will give them that. They're excellent at it. I think I'm just going to close the dyno position. It's still sitting up like 185%. Yeah, I'm still in spy calls. They're still sitting like roughly around break even. I'm going to close the dyno calls here. Just because I don't feel like holding a swing, I need to limit my exposure. We are simply reducing exposure in the market. That's all we're doing. MU puts for 0 DTE. Actually, I kind of like it. But the problem is, I'm long on spy right now, so I can't really. Can't really go against my bias. Here's the problem. That could be a bear flag. Shoot. Yeah, I saw the spy call or the Tesla calls. They're all lottos, so I have the 778. I think this is a bear flag. I think this is shortable actually. Man, I'm probably gonna close my spy calls. If this breaks, I'll close my SPY calls. K1B, if you didn't take them as lottos and you sized too heavy in them, then maybe you might want to consider closing those. It depends on how heavy you went. Yeah, they're trying to send this lower again. Well, I think we have to go SPY puts now. Yeah, we can go for the 775 puts, I think. Sitting around 0.44. So if I can take profit on these puts, then I will average down into calls for a bounce because I still think the market needs to bounce. SNDK puts, SanDisk puts. No, we're still in the opening range. I stay away from those. Are you referring to Tesla? The 340 call? You're asking which one I'm in? I'm in the 340 call. It may have found a bottom. Please. Yeah, K1B. That's what I said for the Tesla and SPY positions. I said if you have over leveraged on those, then I would definitely consider closing them. But if you took a lotto, like I said, I'm holding those to 0. So no, I'm personally not closing those. But if you're over leveraged, then yes, you do need to close those. This week overall has just been really tough. It's been very different compared to previous weeks. At least for me, this was a really tough week. I haven't had a week this tough in a really long time, and it's funny because it was actually like a breakout and really bullish, but there was like it's in the middle. So when you have those yeah, I saw that spot's going up now. That's what I'm saying. Like this is okay. So now the calls are almost back to break even, and I might average down on the puts. So the bear flag. This is what I'm saying. Like the bear flag is invalidated, right? So that's a bear flag. So after a bear flag, you go down and you break and you make new low of day, right? That's any other normal price action day. However, we don't see that because the market is stupid. I say the same BS every Friday. Hey, that's why I take lotto positions. I literally explicitly tell everybody Fridays are for light positions only. Do not trade them if you cannot afford to lose. So yes, I will say the same BS every Friday. The price action is always a little wonky. It is every single time. And you have to position as lottos. I'm going to go back. Actually, I should pull up in this live stream. I should pull up last Friday's live stream where I literally talked about how I do not trade heavy on Fridays. There's a reason why. I know myself. I know the way I behave on Fridays. We'll see if Tesla continues to hold up. That is a nice bounce off the pivot, so. If we chop down here and kill both of my sides, then okay, so I closed the so I'm out of the dino swings, right? Okay, so the dino swings are done. Then we have the pins swings that are up 60%. I still have those. And then on. Yeah, I'll have some new swings. I'm watching. I want to reduce, that's why I'm reducing some of the other swings I have just to reduce some market exposure. Okay, Peloton's back at break even on those calls. Alright, so we get Peloton more time. Peloton should keep going. Then we have... Okay, now the SPY puts are green. Okay, we'll just wait. We'll just see which way SPY goes. SPY puts are up 10%. I'll take a trim on SPY puts at 20% if we can get it. Either side. Because then if I have to average down, I might have to average down on Tesla too. Because I think this might be the low day on Tesla. Yes, I don't have the CVS anymore. Whoever asked me about that. Those got trimmed at 20%, and then stop loss was moved up to break even, like it always does. Yeah, so the reason why I went The reason why I went short on SPY is because we had this bear flag, right? And I think we're gonna break below low of day. Right here. If we break if we break below low of day, then we should get easily at least 20 to 30% on puts, and then I'll average down into calls. Tesla is holding up nicely here, so I might average down on the Tesla calls that I took. I'm still keeping everything very light, though. They're lottos. Everything should be light. I do kind of like this Tesla strength. I think I am going to average down on Tesla. So I have the 740 or the 340 at like 0.78 ish. Kind of want to bring that back up. I think we can do that. So I'll average down on Tesla, like 0.78. Still a light position. It's not heavy. Ideally, I'd like to see Tesla get back up to 342, back up to test the lower half of this, or the lower end of the opening range. That is really unfortunate from Tesla, though. It had a nice, that was like when I first took 60% on those calls today. It was looking really good. It broke out here. I thought it was going to go even higher. You know, there's so much room up with that gap, but it just like ran out, I guess. Okay, now SPY bounced. Okay, this is, I think we're starting to chop here now. Oh wait, one side, we're positioning for either side to break, so when one side breaks, we'll cut the other side. That's how we'll play it. Go lotto so I can afford some pain. I'm debating whether I want to cut Peloton calls. I'm not sure if it moves enough. Because there's that gap, right? But what also isn't a good sign is you have this breakdown, right? Now the calls would go green, barely green, if it moved up to here. They would go green, but I'm not sure if it'd be enough. Like, I don't think we fill the gap here. I might just want to cut these. I'm going to cut these. I'm going to cut these at break even, 0.24. Yeah, I'm not going to hold those anymore. I'm cutting the Peloton calls at break even 0.24. Cutting Peloton at break even. Just reducing more exposure. Okay, now the SPY calls are going up. Just waiting for either side. Whichever side breaks, then that'll be the side I go for. It would be unfortunate if we do chop in here, though. Like, I may have caught getting into calls at a really bad time. Everyone's bearish except for you. You're bullish. Yeah, I just don't. I don't understand why. I don't get it. Even the news this morning wasn't that bad. Tesla calls going back up. I'm hoping. Okay, so I'm 12% from break even on Tesla calls. Would be cool if we get a nice leg up. Yeah, for me, it just doesn't. I don't understand why the market is red right now. It should be flat, if not green. And it could be wrong, but the last 2 days I have struggled though. What was it? Yesterday I didn't do well. I did great on Monday, great on Tuesday, did amazing on Wednesday, and then yesterday I ended red. And today, I mean, I'm light on everything, and I'm positioned to lose. Everything on my positions if it gets to that, because it is Friday. Tesla calls are now at break even. We'll see if they keep going. I would like those to go in the money. I want to see a move back up to 342. But yeah, it's just been a really weird week overall for me, just in general. We'll look for 20% on Tesla calls. We can get it. Let's look for another swing. HPQ, that actually could be a good one. I think last time I actually had a really good let's look at HPQ. HPQ calls for, say, a month out, September 18th. Could go for the 32. The 32 call right now is sitting around 1.50. Might go for that one. Let's go for HPQ calls. I like it. That's for September 18th. Let me take a look at Dell in just a second. After I get into these HPQ calls. It's a good dip to buy into, in my opinion. I think it keeps going. Let me take a look at Dell. If we're talking Dell short term, then definitely further up, right? Because we're outside this opening rate or this range now. Here, I think it keeps going. I like it. Dell overall as a company too seems really solid, especially with all the recent stuff they've been doing. So it should be in the mid 500s by the end of this summer, I think. This was my big pick back when it dipped into the 170s, 180s. I was big on pretty much sharing this with everybody until everybody was headed back up to 300, which it is. So I think I made like at least 5 posts about it on X. The other thing is too, memory. I don't understand why a lot of people didn't buy the memory dip. The memory dip was pretty obvious. A lot of people didn't buy it. I don't know why. SNXX is up again today. I'm probably going to take a trim on these shares as well. I had those at like $11. So, crazy move over the last few days. I think it's like over 40% for me in just shares alone. Actually, I'm just going to trim some of those right now. And I think it keeps going too. I don't think SanDisk is done. Okay, now the SPY calls are green again. And the SPY puts are suffering from data. Just gonna wait. So we'll trim the SNXX shares again. $11.60. Remember. Huh? Say what? That's 40% on SNXX. F-Cell is up 10%? What? What happened? Oh, I'm not even supposed to be looking at this one. For reasons. Yeah, I'll have the funded options group in just a minute. Trying to manage all these existing positions first. Okay, now SPY calls are green up 10%. No, because I think what we'll be able to average down into the SPY puts, I think, or rejection. So looking at some other ones. SNXX is 40%, by the way. Good job if you got those. Stop loss goes to break even now on SNXX. No, you don't need to turn off the SPY call. No, the HP cubed. Oh, did I type it as a lotto? I'm so sorry. I probably did that by accident. On. Stop loss is at break even for the SNXX shares. Yeah, I think I typed it as a lotto. No, it's not a Friday lotto. Sorry. Give me just a second. There we go, I fixed that. Yeah, so I took HPQ calls. Might go for some MU calls, or MO calls. I do like that we held down here. See how much MO calls are. If we go for like or like September 11th. And they are kind of pricey. But by September 11th, we're talking about like these potentially going back up to, that's only like another 4% up, right? For these to be in the money. And yeah, I like these actually. We can go for the MO 67 calls. For September 11th. Sitting at like 1.23. Yeah, I know who he is. He's calling for a September pullback. No. No, I don't think a September pullback happens because I think some of the wars can be resolved by then, in my opinion. I think the war will be out. I think oil is gonna go back down. I I just don't see a pullback happening in September. We already had a pullback. Enough of a pullback, that is. See, this is exactly why I waited yesterday not to get into M calls. Or Macy's. What was it? It was 2 days ago. Probably go for them now, though. It's a lot of red days in a row without a green day. I think we can time it properly for a Monday. I'm actually going to get extra risky here, and I'm going to take these for next week. They're like 0.43. I'm going to take it. Tesla calls up 20%. Go ahead and take a trim. I don't think there's, I mean, unless the market has a nice spike, I think my Tesla 350 calls are cooked. They aren't looking good. I'll put it that way. But if I can make enough on this other Tesla play, like if I could make 100% on this Tesla play, then that will balance out my. Actually, I don't need 100% because I had 60% on Tesla calls earlier this morning. So technically, I don't need 100%. I think I only need like 40 something percent. Run the math. Okay, yeah, I do need a little higher. Preferably if these go in the money, then I should be good. They're up 30% now. Relax by calls a month out. I do because I think that the I have more confidence in MO or HPQ. I have more confidence in HPQ. I do think that was a bull or a flag right here, right? And I think the market will continue heading higher. The thing you have to take into consideration as well is the NASDAQ has not made a new high yet this year. And when it does, it will explode. The S&P made a new high. The Russell made a new high. The NASDAQ's the only one kind of lagging. I'm going to go for the Macy's. We'll go for the Macy's 24 call for next week. This is I'm betting on a green Monday for Macy's. It's a lot of red candles in a row without. Wait, you made 1,000? You lost 1,000 today on the lotto? Oh, this week. Yeah, the 778 didn't play out today. It was a lotto. I mean, that's why today everything was a lotto for me. Fridays have some different price action, that's for sure. We go Macy's calls for next week. Maybe I'll go the week. Maybe I'll go the 28th. No, we'll go next week. We can risk it. At like 0.42. So I closed Peloton, I closed Dyno, trimmed my pins, trimmed my on, entered HPQ, trimmed my SNXX shares, entered MO, and entered M. Yeah, it's up to you, K1B, because I'm not sure if we'll get a larger market bounce. You can trim more of those Tesla calls, by the way. It's a nice move. I'm not sure if the 750 is going to play out today. Unfortunately, it's 50% on Tesla calls now. So I'm at break even now on the day after the first play. Yeah, I don't know if the 350 is gonna play out. Kind of frustrated with SPY too. The SPY calls are green, but like Is HPQ and Dell have correlations? Yeah, it's the same sector. Yeah, I'm gonna close the Tesla 350 Lotto for just cents, whatever I can get for it. SPY calls are almost up 20%. I'll take a trim on those and place those at stop loss at break even. The stop loss is at break even on Tesla calls too, which is at 115 ish. Let's see if I get 20% on SPY calls, and I'll probably average down on SPY puts. We're just scalping the lottos. Back puts? Bank of America puts? Let's take a look at the chart. No, I would not short that. It's pretty strong. It's a strong chart. No way it's an all-time high. No, because the banks had an all-time high in, what, 08? No way that is an all-time high for... I totally missed this. That's an all-time high for Bank of America. Huh. No, I wouldn't short this personally. I'm going to close my Tesla 350 Lotto. It was 20% on SPY calls, so if they come back down and hit break even, I'm going to close out of them. I still have the SPY 778 calls too. I haven't taken any more ads, but the average on those is 0.59. So SPY does have a larger move up to the upside than those will print. but we would need to move back up to like high of day, which isn't impossible. It's only like 0.3% away. This actually has relatively turned out to be a pretty flat day overall. Hymns calls. Yeah, we could probably take a Hymns Lotto for today because it's testing the lower end of the opening range. It did bounce from yesterday's low. I actually like that. Let's give Hymns calls a try. Let's go on Hymns, 0 DTE. Lottos would go for the 28. They can go for the 28.5. Or we could go in the money. Actually, it might be safer to go in the money. think SPY is starting to curl back up again. I'll close the SPY put lottos. Yeah, close the SPY put lottos here. And I closed the Tesla 350 call as well. Debating whether or not I want to average down on AA. Pikachu. Pikachu's actually a great trader. He trades Iron. I think he trades a lot of the AI stocks, but he's pretty good. I like him. We have quite a few really good traders in our community. I think I'm gonna average down on my AA calls, my AA swing. Yeah, I think he was taking mine. What would be best piece of advice for someone that is just starting out fresh? I would definitely say sizing. Sizing is always the biggest thing. I would always work to size slowly, right? So when you first start out in options trading, if you don't know exactly what you're doing or you're learning, I would definitely recommend sizing very small, or even like paper trading at first. And then as you go and as you gain confidence and as you gain, strategies, then you size up. So it doesn't work. You should never size heavy when you first start, then start sizing small, then size up heavy again. It's always size small to begin with, then size up as you go. I'm going to average down on AA. And I'm out of SPY calls at break even. Just as soon as I closed the put lottos, I should have held those. It's fine though. Take the profit. Okay, so I'm only holding the, so I closed the SPY calls, right? I'm only holding the Friday. Only Friday lottos left are the Tesla 340 call. I think that's all I got right now. Oh, and hymns. Should get some of you guys an idea of what exactly I have left. Okay, so I don't have any SPY calls at all. I don't have anything on the indexes. I do have the Tesla 340 call with a stop loss at break even, which is at 1.15. Yeah, 1.14. And then I entered all my swing trades. So I got the Macy's, I got the hymns, I got the, well, hymns is the day trade. I got the MO, we got the HPQ. Although I think Tesla is falling right now. Might step out at break even on these as well. Which is fine, they got obliterated by theta, but I got 60% on those. I'm happy. And Pikachu's looking at the chat here in YouTube. And he posted a screenshot in Discord. That's crazy. Pikachu, you can't go to Zenith. He's not going to protect you. He won't even protect me. He doesn't protect me. He won't protect anybody. Okay. That might be it for me today. I think that is going to be it. I still have the Tesla 340 and the hymns calls. But we'll see how. I don't think I'm going to take another play in the indexes today. It's not worth it. Yeah. Okay. I'm done. It was an odd day. Wasn't even that fun. I took a lot of lottos. I didn't take any serious day trades, but I did take some serious swing trades. And you guys can find those all listed in the Discord. Yeah. I'll be posting some analysis throughout the weekend, as well as the I'll be making the announcement for the options funding firm today as well in Discord. That'll be good for everybody. I'm sure all of you guys are gonna enjoy that. With that being said, enjoy your weekend. Price action should be better next week now that we've had CPI, PPI, and some other data out. So we should see some some solid price action next week. Enjoy your weekend, and I will see you all next week.